Welcome to another live stream of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Tap in, tap the fuck in. What we here on today, Mr. Roll Up? Hey, look, right? I want to go ahead and give y'all the game of Detroit. Like I've been telling y'all before, and I'm about to give you the proof. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Just so y'all know, I ain't capping about what I've been saying about the D. Y'all about to see it for yourselves. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. I done made videos and lives about this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? But now, you about to see the maps and you gonna see the hoods. And you gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. I told y'all before, I don't gotta lie about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't make up shit and I don't speak on nothing that I don't know nothing about. So, you see it right here today. I'm gonna let y'all watch this video. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Hey man, shit was real in the D back in them times. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of shit going on, man. And you know, we ain't nothing like Chicago, so a lot of our shit don't get documented. But this right here, it got documented on this page. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give y'all my commentary on it. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Let's get it. Tap in, tap the fuck in. All right. Now look, before I start this video, got something to say, right? Here's the deal. Now, thing is, this is a 25-minute video that I'm about to play. Now, for copyright reasons, I have to cut it off, you know, every so much into the video. You know what I'm saying? For copyright reasons. Also, I'm gonna be cutting into the video anyway, so I can say what I gotta say about what y'all gonna see. You know what I'm saying? So just tune in, man, cause I'm about to show you some real shit. And all of that shit that I was talking, y'all about to see how serious it really was. All right? Now let me go ahead and get right to it.
172-page indictment. The vice lords ran an elaborate network trafficking and selling guns and drugs. It's not like LA. It's not like New York. It's not like Chicago. Detroit is all about, hustle. It's all about hustle. Even in here, they all about their hustle. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna disrespect they said either.
In the vibrant yet challenging urban landscape of Detroit, the existence and influence of street gangs have shaped the city's social fabric in profound ways. Among the myriad of groups, each with its distinct identity, ethos, and territory, these gangs include 44 DWBITM, East Warren Crips, 6 Mile 5 Deuce Hoover Gangster Crips, 135 Pyrus, Rolling 60s Neighborhood Crips, 6 Mile 4 Line, 4 Gang Project Crips, Unknown Vice Lords, and the 8 Mile Sconeys. Their complex interrelations, alliances, and rivalries paint a vivid picture of the intricate web of gang dynamics in Detroit, reflecting broader themes of survival, identity, and power within the urban landscape. The 8 Mile Sconeys scams a young set encompass a unique coalition of 3 distinct factions. The scams themselves.
All right, now let me stop it right here. Y'all see that? Probably can't really see it too good, but that's the 8 Mile Scony zone. You know what I'm saying? Them the Sconies. I guess, yeah, they is Vice Lord Bloods or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know too much about the hood. But that's the West 8 Mile hood right there. You know what I'm saying? So, talking they shit.
The Bloods and the Vice Lords, despite their diverse affiliations, Their primary loyalty lies with the scams, prioritizing the interests of 8 Mile above all else. Their stance towards neighboring gangs is mostly neutral, with the notable exception of ongoing tensions with the rolling 60s.
They got me paranoid. I got them blue jeans round past the troop. Hit them in the New York taking our charges to the chin. Walk up on them, type the glass.
The unknown vice lords, located in the area stretching from 7 Mile and
Alright, now y'all see that, right? That's my hood. That right there. From Evergreen to Lasher, 7 Mile to 8 Mile. That's my zone right there. All of that, they saying all of that is the Vice Lord hood. But it's not. They bought business. About half of that was like Vice Lords, like going back west. The other half going back east. Hold up. Let me get. Now y'all see that block right there in the middle? Burt Road. That was my block, right? So everything from Burt Road going east was GDs and Crips. They showing this whole map like it was all Vice Lords, but it wasn't. So when I made a video about this a few days ago. You know what I'm saying? I said that this shit was about 85% accurate. You know what I'm saying? And it is. It's about 85% accurate for sure. You know what I'm saying? But they wrong on a couple of things. This is why I'm gonna be cutting in, you know what I'm saying, giving my commentary as well. Because for the most part, they is right, but like I said, mostly the maps and shit that they showing is really not that accurate. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm gonna go ahead and be cutting in, and I'm gonna be saying what I gotta say. But for the most part, they got the shit right. You know what I'm saying? It's just they wrong on a couple of things. And when you see the video, when you watch the rest of the video, and I cut in a couple more times, you're gonna see like, yeah, they was bogus on the maps. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get back to it.
located in the area stretching from 7 Mile and Lasher to Evergreen, have a close alliance with Band Crew. Key figures within the music scene from this group include rappers 7 Mile Dino and 7 Mile GK, who both...
Now look, 7 Mile Dino, 7 Mile GK, they're my motherfucking boys. You know what I'm saying? They from my hood, you know, but they the Bloods Vice Lord side. You know what I'm saying? But them niggas definitely members. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. All right.
represent their affiliations through their art.
I hit that block for drinking through 30 in that week. They spoke on my name, that nigga.
All gang project Crips are embroiled in disputes with several groups within various Bloods factions. They maintain alliances with 1000 TG, Hustle Boys, Gutter Boys, Boss Hogs, and 3G Social World. Representing them in the music scene are
Boss
rappers
Hogs, East Warren,
264 Quez and 752 Horse, who contribute to the group's cultural and social identity.
The other like 50, now that's a roll of 60. You know the kid crippin', click on what I'm sippin'. I might just get the jittin', throw the ass a little hard, I might just get the tippin'.
The Rollin 60 neighborhood Crips are based in the area around East Jefferson, particularly with...
Alright, now y'all see this, right? That's deep east side. You know what I'm saying? That's like right like downtown Detroit area. You know what I'm saying? Jefferson Ave. Yeah, them boys like that. You know what I'm saying? They crippin' over there. Alright, let's go.
in the Jefferson, Chalmers neighborhood. Among their ranks is the notable rapper Big Baby Ran, who represents this group within the music scene.
I heard this money on my brother legal head. If it was some real bands, my brother would have been dead.
135 Pi Ruse, a gang with roots tracing back to Los Angeles, has established its presence by aligning with the number 5. Their rivalries extend to any groups associated with the number 6, including Crips and Gangster Disciples, among others. They are particularly known...
Nah, y'all see this hood, right? Zone 8 boys, you know, that's their area. That's around like the Dexter Linwood area, you know what I'm saying? But they got their own little hood too. Them Zone 8 niggas about that motherfucking life. All right, let's go.
for their stance of opposition, symbolized by their claim of 6K, indicating their adversarial relationship with these factions. The 6 Mile 5 Deuce Hoover Gangster Crips are an influential gang.
Nah, Remember I told y'all about 6 Mile. I told y'all everybody from 6 Mile is Crips. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get it twisted. Of course, you got some Bloods and shit here and there, but mainly 6 Mile east to west, them boys Crippin'.
And operating actively in their namesake territory. Their primary conflicts involve the nearby band gang, as well as any other gangs that affiliate themselves with the number 5. Interestingly, despite their territorial designation, they do not align themselves under the number 6. Additionally,
now y'all heard that. They said them Crips on 6 Mile, they don't align themselves with the 6. And they don't. You know what I'm saying? See, the thing is, the Hoover Crips and the Rolling 60s, they not under the 6. You know what I'm saying? Like the Playboys and, you know, other sets of Crips, they under the 6. But the Hoovers and the 60s, they don't rock with the 6. It ain't no beef, but you know what I'm saying? We just not in alliance. So they right about that. All right, let's go.
they have formed an alliance with the neighboring Rolling 60s, further solidifying their presence and network within the gang landscape of the area. The East Warren Crips represent the foundational core among various EWC.
Alright, now y'all see that EWC, them the East Warren Crips. But you see, they got the pitchfork and they got the 6-point star in there. Like I said, a lot of the Crips in Detroit, they under the 6. We 8-ball, you know what I'm saying? So it's Crips and GDs together. They 8-ball. Some hoods don't. Some hoods, well, most hoods do. You know what I'm saying? And basically, it's really like I said, it's the way how the sets is set up. You know, basically, mainly it's really like the Hoovers and the Rolling 60s is not under the 6. But all the other Crips, they pretty much rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Factions spread across the Warren area. This group stands as a pioneering force within the Crip movement that pervades East Warren, comprising members from subsets such as the Playboy Gangster Crips and the Black Gangster Disciples. They are particularly known for their intense rivalry with the neighboring 60s gang and maintain disputes with any groups aligned with the number 5. Initially, the EWC had alliances with other Warren-based cliques, although over time...
Alright, y'all heard that. They said they got alliance with other Warren cliques. What I was saying before, West Warren is GDs, East Warren is the Crips. When they said they got an alliance with other Warren cliques, they talking about West Warren. Now these people don't speak on West Warren that much because West Warren is a very little tiny ass hood. But that's what they mean when they say that they align with other Warren cliques.
These allied groups have dissolved, leaving the EWC as a prominent force in the area. The 8 Mile Tray Mafia and 44 Scony Boys gangs dominate an area stretching from 8 Mile.
This again, they back over here in the 8 Mile Scony zone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see that? It say 8 Mile in Wyoming. That is the Scony zone. That's the West 8 Mile hood. All right?
Road to Wyoming Street in the south, and from Mendota Street to Green Lawn Avenue in the west. They are known for their allegiance to the number 5, which puts them at odds with any neighboring gangs associated with the number 6. Within this territory, notable figures such as rappers Big Homie and Diddy the Don have emerged, further solidifying the gang's presence and influence in the area. In the area around 114th Street, a distinctive set of bounty hunters affiliates with the 4 Line. This group shares its territory with a smaller contingent of Black P Stonebloods, of whom align with the number 5. This faction has a history of conflicts with various groups, including the Avon Gangsters, Shotgun Crips, Playboy Gangster Crips, and Rolling 60s, with the latter 2 primarily contested on 7 Mile. The bounty hunters have notably ousted the Avon gangsters from their territory and now focus their rivalries on...
Now, you heard them say that a lot of them Crips, like the 60s and shit, they on 7 Mile. That's what I'm saying. Like, that map, it was off. You know what I'm saying? But they right about what they talking about. Because it's a lot of Crips and GDs on 7 Mile, too. It ain't like how they just put it on the map like them was just vice lords. Like, nah, you got a lot of GDs and Crips over there, too.
The 7 Mile rolling 60s and Playboy gangster Crips, despite encroaching into territories claimed by the 22-band crew, they maintain a neutral stance towards them, concentrating their adversarial efforts on the 7 Mile rolling 60s. The intricate story of gang affiliations in Detroit highlights a complex world of alliances, conflicts, and cultural identities that transcend mere criminal undertakings.
Right there.
These gangs are emblematic of a deeper narrative that speaks to the challenges and realities of life in certain urban environments. While their activities often fall on the wrong side of the law, understanding their motivations, structures, and impacts is crucial in comprehensively addressing the socio-economic issues that underpin such group formations. The stories of these gangs, interwoven with the city's history, underscore the urgent need for community-based solutions that address the root causes of gang membership and activity, aiming for a future where the streets of Detroit can thrive without the shadow.
Let's go to the liquor store in the hood. If y'all want to get, when your homies don't want to get drunk, y'all want to go, y'all, you drive to the burbs. I don't care where it is. Drive somewhere where it's on the outskirts or something. Don't be driving to a hood store thinking it's sweet. Then it ain't even about to be tough. Like, I'm not sure. I can go there. I can go to any store I want to. And, well, guess what? I'm putting myself in a predicament where I'll either have to get into a shootout or somebody.
By names like Danger, Hitman, and Trouble. And now they are behind bars.
Y'all see them two boys right here? On this left side, them two boys right there. Them my motherfucking boys. Now, they about to talk about the Playboy Gangster Crips of my neighborhood. This is exactly what I was saying, like that map was off. You know what I'm saying? This in the same hood that they talking about. But where I said the half split, now they about to get to that. All right.
This week, the feds busted a gang known as the Playboy Gangster Crips. And neighbors say they terrorized a Northwest Detroit neighborhood for years. Let's get to Sean Leahy. He's live tonight. And Sean, neighbors were literally cheering when they heard this news.
Karen, absolutely. These neighbors were cheering this news of the Playboy Gangster Crips gang being taken down from this west side.
The Big Apple Market on McGraw in southwest Detroit was the scene of a murder in April, now connected to the Latin Count Street gang. U.S. Attorney Barbara McQuaid stood with Detroit's police chief and members of the state police and FBI to announce 33 indictments tied to the
Detroit,
gang.
Michigan.
Electrics sent me this. This is the Electrics retro arcade.
Y'all know how them A's be.
State police and FBI to announce 33 indictments tied to the gang.
Detroit, Michigan, a city with a rich industrial history, has also been the backdrop for a complex tapestry of gang activity, marked by the presence of various groups including Crips, Bloods, Vice Lords, and gangster disciples. This landscape has been shaped by waves of migration, social upheaval, and economic shifts, leading to the emergence and evolution of gangs that mirror the city's own transformation. From the early days of ethnic-based gangs to the rise of more organized entities driven by the drug trade, Detroit's streets have seen the rise of formidable groups like the Playboy Gangster Crips, 7 Mile Rolling 60s Crips, and Brightmoore Gangster Disciples, among others. These groups have not only battled for
Brightmoore Gangster Disciples. You know what I'm saying? I done told y'all about how close Brightmoore is to our hood. Back in the day, we was 7 to the Mo. We was GDs and Crips aligned with the Brightmoore GDs. You know what I'm saying? We was all the same shit.
Territorial dominance, but have also left an indelible mark on the city's cultural fabric, influencing everything from local neighborhoods to the music industry. In the early 20th century, Detroit's gangs were primarily ethnic-based, formed by immigrants from Europe who settled in various hubs. These early gangs were involved in bootlegging, especially during Prohibition in the 1920s, and other illegal activities. After World War II, Detroit experienced significant demographic shifts and economic changes, leading to the rise of new gangs. The 1950s and 60s saw the emergence of street gangs in predominantly African-American neighborhoods, often as a response to social and economic disenfranchisement. The 1970s and 1980s marked a significant period in Detroit's gang history, with the rise of more organized and violent gangs. This era saw the emergence of gangs like Young Boys Inc. and the Errol Flynn.
All right, now y'all heard them say Young Boys Inc. That's YBI. I told y'all about the YBIs. My daddy was original YBI. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know I ain't capping about shit. And I told y'all I was in prison with the original YBI members. You know what I'm saying? All right?
Which were involved in drug trafficking. The drug trade became a major source of income for gangs during this time, leading to increased violence and territorial disputes.
Absolutely, these neighbors were cheering this news of the Playboy Gangsta Crips gang being taken down from this west side.
Now, y'all see that block that he's standing on, right? That's the block in my hood. That's the street Trinity. Trinity is right around the corner from my block, which is Burt Road. Half of Trinity was Crips, and the other half was Bloods. I said this before. The half that was Bloods was closer to 7 Mile. The half that was Crips was closer to 8 Mile. Right here where he at, this is the area that's closer to 8 Mile, where all the Playboy Gangsta Crips was at. They was under us. They was under the 6. They was rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? But they got indicted. All right?
Neighborhood, it's a big deal. And the original reason why the ATF went into that neighborhood in the first place is all about a 3-year-old little girl being shot. These are images of an ATF roundup Thursday of a street gang operating on Detroit's west side. The reaction from people living here on Trinity Street sounds like this.
Lord have mercy. I'm so happy that they did that, make it safe for my grandbaby.
14 members of a gang calling itself the Playboy Gangster Crips have been busted for murder, armed robbery, carjacking, gun sales, drug pushing, each member with their own gang name like Shady Blue, Havoc, and Danger.
Well, at one point, they were one of the most violent gangs on the streets of Detroit.
The Playboy Gangster Crips didn't just settle scores, they targeted children and bragged about all of it online.
Dive into the world of the Playboy Gangster Crips.
Nah, hold
also
up.
known.
Let me stop you right there. You know what I'm saying? Because they tried to hold my boys like my boys was just coming for kids. Nah, that wasn't the case. They was going at the ops, you know what I'm saying? And the ops had some little kids in the house. Unfortunately, a kid got shot. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, that was the news that said that, but they was bogus because that wasn't how it went, you know? All right.
As the Trade Craze or the 33rd Gangsters, a set that commands respect and fear in equal measure. The name of 33 Sav gang pays tribute to a legendary figure within their ranks, Savage.
All right. Now, y'all see this, right? Y'all see that map, right? See, this is the other side of 7 Mile. You can't really see it up top, but right there where that line split, where it's white at right there, that is 7 Mile Road. On the other side of that, that's my side. On the other side, that's where they said the Vice Lords was at. And then they put it over here and said the Crips is over here on this side of 7 Mile, between 7 Mile and 6 Mile. But like I told y'all before, this was DA side. You know what I'm saying? So that shit wasn't accurate like they said. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I mean, most of this shit, it is accurate, but a lot of it ain't. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep rocking with it because most of it made sense, but some of it they wasn't right on. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be mad at them. They not from the city. They just reporting on it. All right?
Also known as Tony Benz, despite his GD affiliation, Savage's fearless nature earned him unparalleled respect across the set.
That's my hood.
Embodying the true spirit of what they stand for. This set, riding under the 6, showcases an unbreakable bond among.
You heard him. Said riding under the 6. I told y'all that this is my hood that they showing. This is the half of the hood that I was just talking about that was GDs and Crips. You know what I'm saying? But the way how they had it on the map, they just made it seem like that was all Vice Lords, but it wasn't, you know. But all right.
Its members, a testament to their resilience and unity, even in the face of adversity. including significant legal challenges that threaten their very existence. The Playboy Gangster Crips stand tall. Their HUD remains a hive of activity, a clear signal that their spirit remains unbroken. 7-mile rolling 60s Crips stand as a testament to resilience and tenacity in the face of adversity. Nestled on 7 Mile, this relatively small set has carved out a reputation for its formidable nature, holding its ground amidst a sea of larger, formidable rivals. For years, they've maintained control over their territory, a remarkable feat considering the pressures from surrounding groups. Recently, however, tensions with the Playboys have begun to test their stronghold, revealing vulnerabilities in what seemed an impenetrable front. Intriguingly, this set distinguishes itself by not aligning with the traditional Six affiliation, a rarity that adds a layer of complexity to their...
Just what I was saying about the rolling 60s. They not under the 6. So they just said that. It ain't no beef or nothing, but they just not under our umbrella. All right?
Identity within the broader gang landscape. Explore the legacy of the Brightmoore Gangster Disciples, a name that echoes through the...
Now they talking about the Brightmoore GDs, like I was saying. All right?
Streets of Detroit with a resonance unmatched by many. Brightmoore stands out as a unique stronghold in the city's complex tapestry of gang territories. Its very name synonymous with the formidable presence of this historic set. Unlike many other groups in Detroit, the Brightmoore Gangster Disciples have achieved something remarkable.
Now y'all see all that. That's all GDs. All GDs and some Crips through there, but that's all GD hood. That's the whole Brightmoore area. So y'all know who Doughboy Rocky is? That's his hood. All GDs. You know what I'm saying? They not that far away from 7 Mile. They about 1.5 miles away from my hood. And we was clicked with them. We was 7 to the mo. GDs and Crips together. All right?
An unyielding grip over their neighborhood, a testament to their enduring influence and organized structure. This set story is one of resilience and strategic control, navigating the tumultuous landscape of gang rivalries while steadfastly holding their ground. The Brightmoore Gangster Disciples are not just active. They are a dominant force, a central figure in the narrative of Detroit's gang history. Their ability to maintain authority over Brightmoore, despite the numerous challenges and conflicts they face, speaks volumes about their cohesion and...
Bought a bow, bought a chopper and a Glock. Lost dot, said Marco to a shot. Do my gon' flow me on top. Came from the hood, the gangsta shit don't stop. I this hood nice hole. Now when you look at that, thinking with his looking
Bang gang, straight gang, boys.
Cooking class. Charge the when that foot is smacked. That ain't gon' get me back. I ain't slipping, I'm on tip. Slips, pocket selling grip, pocket rocket if you trip. Wake up, hit the bank, I collect my in the morning, came inside, man, just give me all that cocoa, and I'm on through narcos. When I see the popo, and I see the narc stuff, I heard you toe. Your heart go, boy, I got them pole on, stick like a pogo. Y'all don't get no cool points for Jizzle, bro. Jizzle wasn't trying to be in no beef. Y'all don't get no cool points. Y'all ain't trying to pull a move on nobody who really doing something. So, what's going on?
AJ was not a Glock boy. That nigga was definitely Band Gang.
Band Gang and Shred Gang, two prominent groups in Detroit's urban landscape, have carved out a significant presence beyond traditional gang affiliations. While not officially tied to the Bloods, many members within these groups align with the 5-point star, often associated with the People Nation Alliance, which includes vice lords among its ranks. This unique blend of affiliations showcases the fluid nature.
Now look, these boys, Band Gang, they was off of 6 Mile. But like I said, some little areas off of 6 Mile is under the 5. The area that they was in, a lot of them was under the 5, but mainly 6 Mile, they crippin'. Real talk.
Of gang and group identities in Detroit, where cultural and musical influences often intersect with street allegiances. Leshore Street, colloquially known as L Block, stands as a testament to their influence, serving as a central hub for their activities. The groups have also made a notable impact in the music industry, with members like Band Gang Biggs and Shred Gang Moan gaining recognition in the rap scene. Their music not only reflects their life experiences, but also serves as a voice for their community, narrating the challenges, aspirations, and realities of street life.
3 dozen violent criminals are off the streets. The U.S. Attorney says that they have ties to the Latin Counts gang in Southwest Detroit. And as Fox News' Robin Schwartz reports, the arrests are part of a joint effort called Detroit One.
The Big Apple Market on McGraw in Southwest Detroit was the scene of a murder in April, now connected to the Latin Count.
Nah, they going into Southwest Detroit. I done told y'all about Southwest. McGraw Ave was the GDs. Toledo is the TMCs, Toledo Mafia Counts. The TMCs, they under the 5. The McGraw Aves, they under the 6. All right.
Street gang. U.S. Attorney Barbara McQuaid stood with Detroit's police chief and members of the state police and FBI to announce 33 indictments tied to the gang, believed to be responsible for the murder of 20-year-old Mustafa Al-Yassiri.
The almighty Toledo Mafia Latin Counts, originating from the 6,500 block of Toledo Street, stand as a formidable presence with roots that trace back to Chicago's Latin Counts. This transition to Detroit in the 1980s marked the expansion of their influence, embedding themselves deeply within the city's fabric, known for their distinctive red and black attire. These members proudly align with the People Nation, a testament to their enduring loyalty and unity, despite facing numerous indictments. Their activities remain unabated, a clear sign of their resilience and determination to maintain their stronghold. This cycle of legal challenges has only fueled their notoriety, making the almighty Toledo Mafia Latin Counts a symbol of both resistance and controversy within the community.
No plan. Tel Aviv's when you see me. They turn me back, then beat that they need me.
Nah, this payroll Giovanni. His hood, Finkel Ave. Finkel Ave, them boys under the 5. Finkel Ave, 4-1, which is from Evergreen to Livernois. That's all the 4-1 hood. They all under the 5. Finkel and Evergreen back to Telegraph. That's BMG, Brightmoore Gangsters. They under the 6. So Finkel got a split between the 5 and the 6. You got to know what you know. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Fuck that.
In a lounge having big boy discussions. Just making sure my kids ain't gotta resort to hustling. I'm chilling on resorts for times that I was struggling.
Finkel Avenues, also known as the Finkel Avenue Boys, have etched a significant chapter in Detroit's extensive gang history, with roots that run deep into the city's past. They've managed to coexist alongside other notable groups like the Puritan Boys and Vice Lords, navigating the complex web of gang dynamics within their territory. What sets the Finkel Avenues apart is their focus on economic pursuits over territorial disputes or active rivalries. This pragmatic approach to gang life emphasizes their primary objective, financial gain. Their impact extends beyond the streets and into the cultural realm, with figures such as Payroll Giovanni emerging from their ranks to make a mark in the rap music scene through his art. The narrative of the Finkel Avenues and their ethos of prioritizing economic advancement over gang conflicts is further propagated, offering a glimpse into the motivations that drive their operations.
Never go to the liquor store in the hood. If y'all want to get, you and your homies don't want to get drunk, y'all want to go, y'all, you drive to the burbs. I don't care where it is. Drive somewhere where it's on the outskirts or something. Don't be driving to a hood store thinking it's sweet. Then it ain't even about to be tough. Like, I'm not sure. I can go there. I can go to any store I want to. Well, guess what? I put myself in a predicament to where I either have to get into a shootout or somebody kill me.
Running up my bands, go rolling. Right above my hands, ain't covered some Zans. You a bully, Tino, keep the toolie. Ruger with the rulie, with the loot. Smoking like a loose, chopper with the cooler. Blood walking. Since you talking gay shit, blood talk saying that I ain't never heard that. Like God, what you say? Pull up where your baby mama stay. Broad day, no shirt on, let the llama spray.
The Bloods off East 7 Mile and Albion, also known as the A-Block Brenian Boys, represent a distinct faction within Detroit's complex gang landscape, situated in a specific enclave of the city.
All right, now y'all see that, right? That's the red zone, East 7 Mile. I told y'all about that. The red zone, most of them boys is Bloods, and they fuck with the 5, you know what I'm saying? But that's them, you know. I got shot over there in this neighborhood. But yeah, them boys is Bloods for real, so they accurate on this.
This group has carved out its own identity and territory, contributing to the intricate mosaic of gang affiliations in Detroit. Their moniker, A Block, signifies not just a geographical location, but also a sense of community and belonging among its members. The group has gained additional notoriety through the involvement of individuals in the music industry, most notably Smoke Camp Chino. As a popular rapper, Smoke Camp Chino has brought a spotlight to the A Block bring-in boys, using his platform to express narratives that reflect the realities and experiences of gang life in Detroit. Through his music, the challenges, aspirations, and day-to-day experiences of the group are articulated, offering a window into a world that is often misunderstood. The 07B, an expanse of black pea stone set located along the 7-mile stretch, stands as a formidable presence within Detroit's complex gang landscape, with deep-seated roots in notable locales.
All right, now y'all see this, right? That's the 7 Mile and Telegraph area. That's down there in my neighborhood, but a little further past my hood going back west. They was black pea stones back there, all right?
Such as the Imperial Manor housing apartments and the Park Plaza apartments. The Black Pea Stones have established a significant stronghold in this area, while the renovation of the Country House apartments has slightly reduced their visibility there. Their influence remains palpable across their traditional territories. This group is known for its extensive network, with connections that possibly extend to shared territories with the nearby mob assassin Pyrus, indicating a complex tapestry of alliances and territorial demarcations. Operating under the banner of the Five, the 07B actively distinguishes itself from sets aligned with the Six, setting the stage for long-standing rivalries that define much of their interactions with other groups. The East Side rolling 80s skyline Pyrus represents a unique chapter in Detroit's gang narrative, embodying the transposition of gang culture from one city to another. Despite their roots on the west side of Detroit, they carry the East Side moniker as a homage to their origins in the eastern part of San Diego, California, illustrating the complex identities that often characterize gang affiliations. As one of Detroit's most prominent Pyrus gangs, their influence spans across various neighborhoods, though it's important to highlight that their presence on the west side is among their few concentrated areas. This distinct positioning underscores the fluid nature of gang territories and the ongoing negotiations of power and space within the urban landscape. At one point, their influence extended towards the iconic 8-mile boundary, but these confrontations have reshaped the map of their control.
What you hear about, baby?
I was 6 years old. My older cousin blew his head off.
All that gang shit. You gonna be up under the jail getting gang on.
I mean, it was united, but it was crazy. It's
you would never get a chance to with a nigga like me again. Like, get off my cousin porch.
Hello, man. We doing something.
It's y'all boy Sada Baby, you know what I'm saying? That's his hood. Deep East 7 Mile, that's the red zone. You know what I'm saying? Now they showing Iceware Vezo. Iceware's from 6 Mile. He is 6 Mile Crip. You know what I'm saying? All right.
I'm just running up my bros. Put my AP on, I doubled up my hoe. Ain't the blow man, I'm the snowman, cause I'm froze. Use both hands, I'm in the kitchen with the bowls. Count the money up, wanna cover up my nose. Walk straight out of jail, fresh enough to strike a pole.
The I-94 Pyrus gang, aka 50 Zone, which later evolved into the Bloods off Gratiot and Van Dyke, marked its inception in 1997, establishing a notable presence in Detroit's gang landscape. This set, rooted in a strategic location that amplifies its influence, has been pivotal in shaping the local dynamics of gang affiliation and culture. Their alliance with SMB underscores the complex network of relationships and alliances that define the gang ecosystem in the city. This group has not only made its mark through its activities on the streets, but has also significantly impacted the music scene in Detroit. Rappers such as Sada Baby, Skilla Baby, Big Co, and 50 Swing have emerged from this set, bringing a unique voice and narrative to the forefront of the industry. Through their music, these artists convey the realities, struggles, and experiences of life within the Bloods off Gratiot and Van Dyke, offering a vivid portrayal of their world. The narrative of gangs in Detroit is a complex one, interwoven with the city's broader socio-economic challenges and cultural dynamics. From the historical roots of the I-94 Pyru gang to the modern-day influence of sets like the Smoke Camp and 07B Black Pea Stones, these groups reflect the resilience, creativity, and sometimes the desperation of communities navigating life in a city that has faced its fair share of adversity. While the names and territories may change, the underlying themes of identity, survival, and community remain constant, offering a window into the enduring human need for belonging and the search for a place within the urban landscape. As Detroit continues to evolve, so too will the story of its gangs, serving as a poignant reminder of the city's past and a potential guidepost for its future.
All right, now that's it. So, like I said, it's about 85% accurate because they left out a whole lot of hoods. You know what I'm saying? They left out West Warren, they left out Joy Road, they left out Plymouth, they left out Schoolcraft. You know what I'm saying? They done left out Harper Avenue. You know what I'm saying? They left out a whole lot of motherfucking hoods in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, they broke down some of the areas that I was talking about, like I said, in the lives and the videos that I made. So y'all think everything I was saying was cap? Y'all just saw it on the video. Nah, I'm gonna tell you where you can go to find that video. You go to this YouTube channel called All Scoops Media. All Scoops, like a scoop of ice cream. Yeah, All Scoops Media. Detroit's Dangerous Gangs. The video like 2 months old. You know what I'm saying? So you can scroll through their videos and you will see it. You know what I'm saying? It's not many Detroit videos, you know what I'm saying, on their list. So you will see it, scroll through there, Detroit's Most Dangerous Gangs. So if you want to go back over the video that I just showed, go ahead and tap in with All Scoops Media, drag down in the videos, go to Detroit's Most Dangerous Gangs, and then you have it. I think it's only like 2 Detroit videos on there, you know what I'm saying? So it won't be hard to find, just in case you think I made up some shit or I'm on some bullshit. I told y'all before how the gangs work in Detroit, you know what I'm saying? And there you have it. They showed you the same shit I was just talking about. I just don't know how to edit and do all of that shit these other YouTubers do, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, all my shit comes straight off the head, and I just give it to y'all the best way I can. But since I was scrolling through my timeline the other day, I seen that video pop up. Now, I never heard of this channel, and I never seen none of their videos. It was just that one Detroit video popped up in my feed one day, and I decided to watch it. And boom, they was talking about the same shit that I said. So I just had to run it back on y'all to prove to y'all that I wasn't lying, because I don't cap about this shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to glorify, none of that. It's just, that's just what it is, and that's where I came from. So y'all got that? Y'all seen that? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right? It's been another live stream of Roll Up a Power. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.